Right, now hopefully you should be able to hear me. Hopefully. I don't think there's any microphone audio there. Let me just double check. Oh my god, okay, that wasn't good. That was a good start. Oh man. Let me just get my phone. Let me just check things. Customization, monetization. Cool. Right, let's have a look. Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. Welcome your faces. Hope you're all well. Right, okay. Here we are. Right, okay. Right, so, interesting one today. I'm just currently getting everything set up, but I am going to be doing a bit of an interesting one today. I am going to be... Hello everyone. I'm going to be ranking every single Doctor Who episode, so bear with me. Everything should hopefully be fine and dandy in certain aspects. Okay, so... Okay, right, so I've got a little bit of a rough setup now with everything. So I can see the chat on the laptop. So yeah, this is completely separate to my to Gallifrey Back series. I guess it kind of leads the president to it. Whatever. But yeah, I am going to be ranking every single episode, and I guess my To Gallifrey and Back series kind of adds more credit to it. And speaking of which, the second episode will be going live in the next few days, so I look forward to doing that with everyone. I'll just wait for more people to come on. But yeah, I am looking forward to doing some more stuff. So yes, it does include Christmas specials. Christmas and New Year's specials and everything in between are included. So yeah, Colin Morgan as the next Doctor would be pretty cool. Alright, so here we go. Let's switch over. Bear me 1 second. Okay. Here we are. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the tier list. So, exciting stuff. Hopefully everything's set up correctly. Yerp. Okay. Nope. Don't want that. Okay. Let's spam our... Okay. Alright. Let's go. Go. Go, Gadget, go. Okay, so these are the tiers. So we've got God tier, amazing, great, good, okay, bad, terrible, unwatchable. So very interesting categorizations are going to be coming in right now. So let's have a look. So these aren't put in order. That's very annoying. But we shall try. I notice how Doctor Who Flux is, though. Very coincidentally. I don't know. But still, we move. So, let's have a look. So, let me see where Rose is on here. There we go. Rose is there. So, we will put Rose in the good category. It was a good introduction, and obviously it paved way for modern Doctor Who. So, yeah, Rose is obviously going to be good. I've got to say that. Rose will be good, and that is me saying that. I like it. I love it. It's awesome. Yay. So yeah, Rose, I've got to say, I enjoy it. And yeah, that was obviously the first episode I did. Well, no shit, Sherlock. It was the first episode I did for To Gallifrey and Back. So yeah, I love that one, and I think it's pretty cool. Alright, so now I've got to... Bloody hell, the way this is organised is completely shocking. Oh my god, right. Give me 1 second. I swear most of this stream is just going to be me looking. There we go. So the end of the world, I'm going to put as... it was good. It was good. It did set the tone for the modern series, especially with the Doctor's backstory being expanded upon, with the Time War and stuff like that. And there were some memorable moments. Cassandra was a pretty good villain as well in my eyes. And it was our first proper off-world story that I really enjoyed in terms of the Mon series. And yeah, I really enjoyed that. So yeah, I'm going to put that as a good episode. But now we are, kind of, getting into the good stuff with Series 1, because I felt like Series 1 was a really good series overall. So yeah, Series 1 is just absolutely fantastic. But yeah, so it was a bit of a step down compared to Rose, obviously, but it was still a good episode nonetheless. But The Unquiet Dead. Now, I feel like this is a bit of an underrated episode, I will say that it was great. It was a great episode. I did like the whole concept of like zombies in Cardiff and Charles Dickens as well. Like it's such a weird spin on the Christmas Carol. And it works. It works really well, and this episode deserves a lot more praise. And you'll hear in my review that I'll be doing in the To Gallifrey and Back series, where I discuss about this episode in more detail. I really enjoyed it. I really did, and you can kind of see that in the script that I've written for my review. I'm completely in shock and awe, really, of how this is a really good episode, and it is severely underrated. Like, people don't even bring it up. But yeah, it is a masterpiece. It really is. And it was Mark Gatiss that wrote this as well. Like, again, it's just completely different to what he had done before. Was it Mark Gatiss? Correct me if I'm wrong, because if it is Mark Gatiss, then it does feel like completely different to his other stuff. Yes, I'm glad people like it. I am really glad that people like this episode. Alright, so now bear with me 1 second. Oh my god, I've got to find Aliens in London. Oh my god. This is just crazy. I've got to try and find where this is at now. Aliens in London. Where are you at? Honestly, this is just painful. This is just painful. But we've got a lot of episodes to go through, so I can see World War 3. At least I know where that is. I can see Dalek. Aliens in London. Where are you at? Gotcha. Alright, so this one, I'm going to put it as good. Yes, I think it's really good. I tell you what, I'm also, because it's a two-parter, I'm going to put the other one in a categorization straight away. So, and still talk about them separately, but I'm going to put them in categorization together, in a sense. Alright, so Aliens of London was a good episode. It was a true sequel to Rose, where, Rose goes back to modern Earth, and she has to deal with the consequences of essentially being missing a year. That I do wish was expanded upon, if I'm being completely honest, but putting that aside, I do think it was a really good episode because it's an Earth-based story, and Russell T Davies is so good at writing companion families. Like, the whole dynamic between Rose, her mom, the Doctor, and Mickey, I loved it, and it was kind of cool seeing, the human race react to this crash landing that I thought was pretty cool, and seeing parts of Downing Street as well. Like, I thought it was really cool. Now, I know it obviously weren't the real Downing Street, but it was still really good to see that and kind of have a political take as well on an alien invasion and how aliens would actually want to infiltrate our government to try and not take over, but to use this planet for scrap. That World War 3 does expand upon really well. And seeing the Slovene, and I know a lot of people seem to not see the Slovene as menacing aliens, but in this two-parter, I thought they really were. And as a young child, I was terrified of these things. Like, I went around for a while expecting loads of people to have these big green monsters inside them. It was weird. But yeah, the Slovene were amazing. It was a really good first episode for them as well. But yeah, World War 3 really built upon this threat that humanity was gonna give these aliens the launch codes for nuclear weapons. But thankfully that didn't happen. But it's just a really cool concept that I really, really enjoyed. But Now we move on to a very interesting episode, and that is Dalek, which, oh boy. Okay, so Dalek, no, not that one. I'm going to have to put it there, but it's not going there. It's going here. It's God tier. Like, the episode Dalek is just straight up. It is a banger. Like, a base under siege story with a Dalek. What is there not to love about this? It's such a good story. Like, it showed the power of not just the Daleks in general, but just one lone Dalek. I thought was really, really good. And yeah, I really enjoyed this. You know, the Dalek just killing everyone. There was such a high body count as well. Christopher Eccleston's acting was on point in this episode, and the whole distraught and anger and guilt and everything, you know, the grieving as well from the Time War, it was just really on point in this episode, and it was at the forefront of everything, and it was such a big part of the Russell T Davies era as a whole. But seeing the Time War explored a bit more in this episode was really good. So yeah, Dalek is a god tier episode for me. I've got to say that. I really enjoyed it, and yeah, I've definitely got to rewatch it again, and I am excited for in my To Gallifrey Back series to be watching it again. So yeah, very exciting stuff, and yeah, hopefully I picked right there, but I personally felt like I did. So okay, now let's have a look at the long game, which is somewhere here. Again, it makes me look completely unprofessional trying to look for this, but alright. I wish this thing was put in order. I really do. Ah, there you go. I see it. I'm literally... See, the way this is like laid out, I'm going to have to put it... It's not bad. I'm going to put it as an okay episode. It was a really good one with an interesting take on fake news. That is something that's very relevant, I guess, in terms of today's discussion and stuff with our current media climate. But yeah, back in the day, this was a very interesting episode, and it was where basically the news owned humanity. It was a very weird concept, but it worked in some places. I wish it was expanded upon. That, yeah, it was a bit disappointing. I feel like this would have benefited from being a two-parter, personally. I've always felt that, like a two-parter exploring the implications of humanity, and actually having parts of this story set on that Earth where news corporations are controlling what is being consumed by the human race. I feel like that would have been a very good dystopian episode, but unfortunately that didn't happen. But from what I did enjoy, I loved Simon Pegg in this episode as the editor. He was very menacing, very cheesy, but good villain, and he kind of got his comeuppance in the end. But Adam Mitchell as well. Oh god, that guy's just he's just there, and it is very unfortunate that he wasn't able to stay on for any longer. But to be honest, his personality was very annoying, and I'm glad that he got kicked out of the TARDIS straight after this episode, to be honest. But like the whole thing about consuming news directly into your brain through one of those chips was very interesting, actually. And oh man, it was kind of a cool twist at the end where Adam's mother walks in and snaps her fingers, and then bam, yeah, she basically kills herself, really, because if someone not from that era looks at this eye hole thing in your head, yeah, you die apparently. But yeah, still very interesting concept. But yeah, it's overall it was an okay episode. But now this is where I'm trying to think of what happened next. So we've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. So now it is going to be Father's Day, isn't it? So let's have a look. Where's Father's Day? Father's Day, where are you? Oh my god, I just really wish there was some more organisation here. Or if there's a way, leave a comment. I feel like that would be helpful right now. Father's Day, I got you. Right, so it's not unwatchable. Trust me, it's not. Clickbait right there. It is God tier. I really love this episode. It's such an emotional episode. Like Rose going back to try and save her dad twice, and the implications of doing so is huge. Like, oh my god. It kind of does develop Rose's character a lot, and this is why I will never fully support the whole like Rose was a really bad companion, because no, she wasn't. And this episode kind of proves it, because Billie Piper's acting was on point this episode. It was such a good episode, and it did highlight a lot, again, with what Russell T Davies does with his companions, is that, well, the way he writes them, is that he does put their families as well on that equal pedestal, so they are given some limelight as well. And yeah, it is very important. And even though Rose's dad doesn't have a lot of screen time throughout the RTD era, it just kind of shows his importance to the character of Rose. And even though he wasn't around, he still kind of is carried with her throughout her life. And yeah, just the implications of the story as well, the Reapers, and that, you know, the Time Lords no longer exist, so the Doctor is kind of stuck when it comes to fixing this. And I remember that scene in the church when the TARDIS is nearly finished rebuilding so the paradox can be cleansed, and then Rose touches, like, she holds her younger self, and then boom, there you go, the paradox gets worse, and then her dad has to sacrifice himself again. And it was just kind of like a really sad ending, but it was kind of cool that Rose's mom remembers this mysterious blonde woman staying with her husband before he died. So, I don't know, it was just kind of a nice little touch on time travel there. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. Alright, so now we move on to That Empty Child. Yes, That Empty Child, The Empty Child. That episode, was it called The Empty Child, the first one? And yes, it was the Doctor's Dancer. So I need to do both of these together. So, oh, I see it. Alright, so put that there, but it's not going there. It's going to be going in Amazing. I really enjoyed this one. It was, again, a really good like horror episode. Stephen Moffat's first proper Doctor Who script. It's not his first one entirely, but it was his first proper one. And I've got to say, this episode was really good. Very memorable as well. Gas mask zombies, as they're commonly called in like mainstream audiences and stuff. You know, the whole like, oh yeah, they touch you and then you suddenly grow this like face mask was really insane. But also the World War II setting as well kind of fitted in very nicely. And obviously we had the introduction of Captain Jack, that for many is a fan favourite. And yeah, he went on to do a lot of good things for the show. You know, we went on to Torchwood and stuff like that. So yeah, this episode does set up the future of the show in a very important way. But now I need to have a look for the Doctor Dancers, which will go in the same category because two-parters flowed very well. It's not unwatchable again. There you go. They are on equal stance. They flowed really well. I would have put God tier, but I don't know. There's a reason why I haven't put it as God tier. Like I don't know. They don't scream as God tier episodes to me. They're amazing, but not God tier. They're not God tier. That's might be a bit controversial, but I wouldn't say they're like God tier. So now we move on to Boomtown. Boomtown. Oh, this mostly forgotten episode because yeah, people seem to forget that it existed. But alright, Boomtown. I'm gonna put it as good. It was again a good sequel to a previous episode with following on from World War III. We get to see Mel Foch Passamir Slevine, aka Margaret, return, and the whole aftermath of their attempted Earth invasion was explored, and we get to see a bit of the Doctor's morality, because obviously with the Slovene family we learn that they are outlaws on their home planet, Raxacolica. Oh my god, I can't even say it. Raxacolica Falabatorius. Hey, I feel like Rose in this episode. But yeah, with them being outlaws, if they're caught, they get put on the death penalty. They get executed. With obviously the Doctor wanting to send her back to prevent her from causing more trouble on Earth. That's the implication. She will obviously be sent home to die. But the ending was very nice because she's given a second chance. She gets changed back into a child, which was a nice touch, to be honest. And it shows that, even a family that are as bad as the Slovene, because remember they're not a race. The Slovene, not all of them are bad, and with a chance to have a shot at redemption, who knows what will happen. But yeah, I would say it is underrated. It's not a masterpiece, but it is certainly underrated. Hello, Rose. Raxacolica Falabatorius. Yes, I feel like I've learned it now. Okay, so we are going to be doing Bad Wolf. Bad Wolf. Where are you at? Where are you at in this business? Business. I feel like I probably looked straight past it. I really wish this was put in chronological order. But it's not. It's not. Where we are? Bad Wolf. Okay, I see the Partner of the Ways. Partner of the Ways. Don't know what happened with my voice there. Fancy the switch up of Hang on a minute, is this done off episode count? Is it? I don't know. I'm trying to have a look for Bad Wolf on it now. Oh my god, where is it? Oh, there you go. I've got it. Again, not unwatchable. It is amazing. There's a reason why I'm at God tier, because the follow-up to that, The Parting of the Ways, will be God tier. It will actually be God tier, because wow. But yeah, to add more stuff on this, so yeah, Bad Wolf was a very good introduction to what the finale was going to be. We had this whole, I guess, not attempted conclusion. There was the start of the conclusion for the Bad Wolf storyline that has been teased throughout Series 1. We finally got some answers in the first part, that there's this corporation that's overseeing things. And, there's this mysterious... these mysterious people that are behind Satellite 5. And, it turns out they're not people, they're Daleks. And the Daleks have basically wanted to infiltrate Earth for a very long time, and they slowly rebuilt an army. And this army are dangerous because they're half human, and they're driven mad by the sense of their own existence, their own flesh, their own origin. So, yeah, the Daleks are obsessed with purity, but they can't purify themselves, so it makes them more angrier and more deadlier. And that was a very nice touch. And obviously, Christopher Eccleston's regeneration as well, and the whole sacrifice he did to save Rose from the energy from the heart of the TARDIS was a very nice touch. And I've got to say, I prefer it generally when regenerations don't have a big speech. And this is one of the few times where the Doctor just, thanked their companion and then regenerated. That I thought was a very cool thing to see. But yeah, The Doctor regenerating was, a sad moment of the episode, but it did really finish this perfect series in my eyes. It was really good, and there wasn't anything bad, terrible, or unwatchable from it. But now we move on to the Christmas Invasion, the first Christmas special that we are going to be putting on here. So let's have a look. Christmas Invasion, I saw you here somewhere. Yes, okay, so let's put you up there. And we're going to put you in. It was great. It was a great episode. Again, focused a lot on the companion and their family. So Rose and her family were the main focus of this episode, dealing with the aftermath of the Doctor regenerating. I admit, personally, I'm not a fan of post-regeneration episodes because, I don't know, it's always a side of that Doctor we'll never see again, and it's something I'm looking forward to with the new Russell T Davies era. I feel like that's something we are going to be getting, where we won't be seeing the origin of the 14th Doctor. That I think will be a nice, refreshing change, and we won't get bogged down with the whole craziness of a regeneration. It will just be nice to see this incarnation, not necessarily in the complete character, but in a way that they're not, falling asleep or making irrational decisions and stuff like that. A lot less crazy, and it allows their incarnation to shine a bit. As I remember when this episode first aired back in 2005, that I wanted to see the 10th Doctor straight away, but unfortunately it didn't happen. But towards the end, though, he was able to kick some cigarettes ass, and he ended up being one of the best Doctors. In my eyes, he's my favourite Doctor. But okay, now we move on to New Earth, that I'm going to put as New Earth. Yeah, bad. Like, I didn't really enjoy this one. Like, I'm going to be completely honest. Like, as a series opener, it didn't really do a lot for me. And, Cassandra in this episode was a bit of a letdown as well. Some of the scenes were a bit cringe with the whole body swapping. But yeah. I remember watching Partner of the Ways, Plus Brad Wolf with my best mate. It was his first time watching it. That was epic. Yeah, that's a really cool episode to watch on, like, your first time. It is such a blockbuster episode as well. Episode should I say. They're really, really well done, and they've aged really well as well, if I'm being completely honest. But yeah, New Earth, just didn't really enjoy it, if I'm being completely honest. Cassandra was a bit of a letdown as a villain. I loved her in The End of the World, but didn't really do anything for me with, the way she was moving in this episode with just wanting to body swap all the time. So, yeah, just not something for me, if I'm being completely honest. So, yeah, in terms of everything else, though, Chip sacrificing himself for Cassandra was a bit of a nice twist, I guess, and seeing a good side of Cassandra was alright. But, yeah, the whole cat nurse thing and the face of Bo not really doing a lot in this episode as well. It just felt a bit of a waste. So, yeah, that's the reason why it's been ranked bad. But, okay, we move on now to Tooth and Claw. Okay, let's have a look for this thing, Tooth and Claw. I did see it on here somewhere. Yeah, I see it. Tooth and Claw. Right. I'm going to put this one as a great one. I loved this episode with, obviously, the origins of Torchwood that would end up being the story arc for this series, and obviously setting up a spin-off with Captain Jack and, being set in Cardiff and whatever. But the fact they tied it in with Queen Victoria and the Victorian age was really cool. And come on, who doesn't love a good werewolf story? And it worked really well. And it was very interesting how it was left open if the werewolf blood got into Queen Victoria, and was there like a werewolf hierarchy or something going on in the Victorian age? I don't know, but it was still a very interesting episode regardless. And again, I love the whole base under siege stuff. It was a really, really good one. A lot of people don't like Tooth and Claw, but I absolutely adore the ambience of that episode. Yes, me too. I thought it was really cool, and definitely an episode I want to rewatch a lot more. So, yeah, alright, so now it's School Reunion that I've got to say was an amazing episode. If you place the 11th hour anything below A tier, what's A tier on here? I'm guessing that's amazing, right? You're leaving. Oh, I best try not to place it any lower than. To be honest, I did really enjoy that episode, but you'll have to wait and see where I place it. Alright, so, yeah, School Reunion. Oh, Elizabeth Sladen, honestly, such an amazing actress. I love Sarah Jane Smith, and we saw K9 again. Yeah, we haven't seen a lot of K9 in New Who, but seeing him in this episode was just amazing. Just so good. Oh, I can't even stress that enough. Like, it was just so good to see, classic Who being referenced in New Who. Because at this point, I watched a few of the classic Who stories, like Genesis of the Daleks and Earthshock. So it was very nice to see Sarah Jane come back. It was kind of cool how, after previously thinking that Classic Who and New Who were completely separate, it's nice to just see them, reference, modern Who reference Classic Who, should I say, in a very cool way. And obviously it sets up the Sarah Jane adventures. I wish we had an episode like this coming up with Ace or Joe Grant or something, and then we have another spin-off aimed at younger children. That would be awesome. Like another spin-off, Doctor Who spin-off on BBC, CBBC. Sorry, I was about to say BBC Three, but that was Torchwood. But yeah, I would love to see that happen. Like I think that would be pretty cool. So yeah, that would be an amazing episode. Half-Life is a cool game. I've only played a bit of Half-Life. I haven't really played a lot of it, if I'm being honest, but still. Right. Where am I now? Alright, so so it would be Girl in the Fireplace. Yes, I've got you. God tier episode. Really is. It's kind of like the Time Traveler's Wife. Yeah, it is kind of like that, and it's kind of funny that Stephen Moffat writing that, because that's his entire era in a nutshell, and he's writing an adaptation as well for that novel that is coming out this year, I believe. But yeah, it's a very good episode as well. It's a good historical, and I like the whole wanting to the clockwork droids got confused when their ship went down or something, and they thought the only way to restore it was to get the brain of some random woman from France. I think it's 1700s, if I'm correct. But yeah, Madame de Pompadour was such an amazing character to have in Doctor Who. Such an amazing historical character. Yeah, it is gonna take a while, yeah. But yeah, The Girl in the Fireplace was such a hard episode to watch when I was younger, because it was just heartbreaking. You know, she was so excited to travel the stars with the Doctor. They were kind of in love. And, yeah, it kind of just went a bit in a sad way with with the whole time travel thing, because obviously the Doctor arrived a little bit too late, and Renette died. That was very sad indeed, and the ending will always make me feel sad when you hear that narration over the Doctor reading the letter. Very sad indeed. And obviously Sophia Myles does an amazing job playing Madame de Pompadour. Really, 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 really good job. But fun fact, a lot of people don't seem to know this. At the time of filming, David Tennant was seeing Sophia Myles. So yeah, the 10th Doctor and Madame de Pompadour in that kissing scene, it does kind of hit different. Just thought to point that out. Yeah, to be fair, I liked River, but then River got a little bit complicated for me with the whole Time Lord thing as well. Yeah, some episodes make me feel a bit emotional. Some do. Alright, where are we at? Right, Rise of the Cybermen. That's the next one, isn't it? Okay, that one I'm going to put as... It was a good one. No, it was great, actually. Nope, Doctor's my favourite Doctor, so I'm a bit biased when you get to 11. 11 was good in my eyes. 10's my favourite, personally. That might sound a bit basic, but yeah, I did love David Tennant as the Doctor. But, okay, Rise of the Cybermen. Great episode. First look into the parallel universes. Does set up the finale in a very unique way. We get to see a different version of Rose's dad that's still alive. Rose's mom that dies. It does a really good job at showing us, the implications of parallel universes, and we get a new origin story to the Cybermen. So it was very cool to see. It would have been interesting if Russell did that with the Daleks. Get parallel universe Daleks, but still, it was very cool to see, the Cybermen being introduced in a alternative universe. And yeah, I do really like the Cybermen. I know a lot of people don't seem to like them, but I really love them. They're absolute legends, and yeah, I think they're really cool. But Age of Steel, let me have a look. Well, that's it. Age of Steel is going to be around here somewhere. There we go. Age of Steel. I'm going to put you as... yeah, the same. It was great. It was a pretty good one. Alright. Yeah, let's get a drink. Oh wow, that's crazy. You didn't watch the 12th Doctor till last year? I mean, fair enough. Have you watched all the episodes from the 12th Doctor's era? Right, where are we at now? Oh, trying to read off this is just so... See, it's Lantern. Yeah, I'm gonna put that one as just... Yeah, it was bad. I didn't really enjoy it. The whole Coronation theme, yeah, whole Coronation setting, sorry, was, it was a good era to see in like a historical episode. Hello, Doctor Who Regenerated, welcome to the stream. But yeah, I just didn't really vibe with it. The whole television taking people's faces was just a bit, yeah, didn't really enjoy it, to be honest. Sorry if I see him a little bit ranting on your videos, I don't mean to be lol, it's just the leaks are annoying. Yeah, I can completely understand. I know that content's not for everyone. I really do completely understand. That's as well like why I try and do different types of videos, because I know leaks aren't the same for, people don't like leaks for, like, if they're afraid of being spoiled, or they just see it as, complete BS or whatever. But I honestly respect it, and honestly, please don't apologise. I fully understand. Yeah, I watched all the 12 episodes, and I think he and 11 are favourite. Good choices. If I were to recast the Doctor, it would be Lydia West, 100%. Let's have a look. When I got into Doctor Who, I watched it on Netflix, and they had only series 5 to 10. Oh, okay, I didn't realise they did that. Oh, very interesting. And Idiot's Lantern, yeah, going back onto that. Yeah, it's just kind of a forgettable episode. It was kind of just there. It felt purely like a filler episode, if I'm being completely honest. I didn't really enjoy it. Alright, so now, we have the Impossible Planets. I'm gonna put that as amazing. No, God tier. And I'm gonna do the same with the Satan Pit, if I can find it. Also, like your new shorter intro, I think it works a lot more. Yeah, thank you. I know a lot of people prefer it, and I was meant to do it a while ago, but I'm glad I've done it now, because the feedback's been really good on it. And yeah, I don't want to keep people waiting long for watching my videos by having a longer intro. No, I'm not putting that bad. No. Yeah, put that masterpiece. I loved these episodes. Again, another two-parter that flowed consistently. With having the whole, devil thing going on and the Ood being possessed. I loved the Ood in this episode. Like, they didn't really have a lot to do except for being the monsters that chase people around the base under siege. But I also loved the whole religion aspect. I thought that was a really interesting take, and I really loved this. So yeah, I've got to say, if anything, I would love to see the Beast come back at some point. In your opinion, what series are the Christmas episodes? For example, is Christmas Invasion Series 1 or Series 2? Oh, the Christmas Invasion could be seen. See, I always put the Runaway Bride as Series 2 because it takes place immediately after. But then again, yeah, tell you what, Christmas Invasion, I'll put as Series 1. Then the Runaway Bride Series 2. Because it's easier with the Russell T Davies era because of the cliffhangers. And then the specials I put as themselves. Like, I used to put them as with Series 4. But I just felt like, yeah, they are kind of their own thing, their own entity. And they are very separate, and they do have a little bit of a different feel to Series 4 and so forth with the other. Does anyone else think Daleks in Manhattan is underrated? Yes, I'm getting onto that soon. But yeah, 100% I did really enjoy that episode. Alright, so yeah, I again enjoyed that two-parter. And now we have, is it Love and Monsters, the next one? I feel like it is. Yes. I'm not going to put that bad. I'm going to put it as good. Hello. I like talk to... I'm not... Right. Okay, so Love and Monsters gets a lot of slack. I really enjoyed it. It was a different... It was a different feel altogether. And I've, got to say that, Love and Monsters was very underrated for its time. A completely different setup to the usual Doctor Who episode. I think it was the first Companion Light episode as well. So, again, a lot of firsts here. And you know what? I'm going to say it had a very interesting villain, the Absorbaloff, who wanted to get to the Doctor by using humans. I've got to say it was really good. Asylum of the Daleks, underrated. Yeah, in certain ways, but again, I haven't really watched it in a long time, so I can't say for sure. Alright, so we now move on to have you heard that the BBC are rebooting Big Cook, Little Cook? No, I haven't. Oh, that's pretty cool. That's very interesting. Alright, Fear Her. Alright, I've got it. Fear Her. Alright. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to be completely honest. I did not enjoy that episode. I thought it's terrible. I'm just going to leave it at that. Just like scribble drawings and people vanish. No. It was the definition of a filler episode. Also, Victory Daleks, I don't care, it's godly. I love the Paradigm Daleks. Yes, I really wish we got more of the Paradigm Daleks, but Stephen Moffat seemed to think they were a failure and just brought back the bronze ones permanently. It would have been cool if we had the bronze ones as like the soldiers, and then the Paradigm Daleks as the advanced Daleks. That would have been pretty cool, like the captains or something. Or generals, should I say. So, yeah, pretty cool. So we've done Fear that I didn't really enjoy, the first unwatchable one in this episode. But as we move on to the two-parter, let's get on to Army of the Ghost and Doomsday. Okay, so Army of Ghost, I see you there. Yes, I love the love for the Paradigm Daleks. Nice. Great episode. I loved Army of Ghosts. a solid setup to the finale, with the ghost turning out to be Cybermen, Torchwood being explained, and also the Daleks showing up in a really memorable cliffhanger. And then we have Doomsday that is there. Doomsday. Alright, Doomsday is gonna be God tier. I love this episode. The ending is so iconic and such a powerful ending. Oh my god, it pulls on my heartstrings, but such an emotional rollercoaster this episode, and yeah, at one point even made me cry, you know, like, I can't even lie. It really did. And it was such a hard episode to watch. So yeah, I'm gonna say that it was a very emotional episode, and yeah, it was definitely just it's a really good ending to a companion. It was a shame a bit that Rose came back for series 4, because it did kind of undo this ending, but yeah, things happen, I guess. Alright, so let's move on to the next Christmas special. That is the Runaway Bride. Yeah, oh yeah, I agree. Doomsday is pretty much like the end game of Doctor Who. So, the Runaway Bride, where are you? You ran away. Alright, got you. Okay, so Runaway Bride was a great Christmas special as well. I really enjoyed this one. The whole TARDIS on the motorway. The Racnos was a very awesome villain as well. And, you know, such an interesting character. And I loved, you know, Catherine Tate in this episode as well. I do prefer her in Series 4, but it was a nice dynamic between her and the 10th Doctor. And Lance turning out to be, I guess, a servant or agent of the Racnos was a twist as well and a half. So yeah, it's again a really good episode, and the whole wedding thing on Christmas Day was a very interesting concept. Not very common, but it was still awesome indeed. Alright, so we have Smith and Jones. So I'm going to put this one as a good episode. The Plasmavore wasn't a very interesting villain. The Jadoon were okay. Okay, I know this is about Doctor Who, but did you hear about Sonic Movie 3? Yes, and the Knuckles TV series. I'm so excited for both of them. I'm hoping Sonic Movie 3 has Metal Sonic and Shadow. Oh yeah, pockets are bigger on the inside. Yeah, that was a good moment for this episode. But okay, so now we move on to... Oh, bear with me. Okay, so now we move on to Smith and Jones. That, yeah, just said, like, the Plasmavore was an okay villain. The Jadoon were kind of okay. The whole hospital on the moon thing was a very cool and unique idea. And yeah, I, again, really enjoyed it. The whole reason why I wouldn't say it's a... the whole reason why I wouldn't really say it's like a memorable episode is mainly because I wish it took more time to expand upon Martha's family, that it didn't really. I wish it did, because again, like, Rose's family were like explored a lot, whereas Martha's were kind of put on the back burner a bit. And even compared to Donna's family later on, I felt like Martha's family, there was a lot more potential to be done, but unfortunately that didn't happen, sadly. But you know, still, it was a good opening episode, and I still prefer it over New Earth. That isn't really putting it in much competition, I can't lie. Okay, so now we move on to the Shakespeare Code, which is a bit of an interesting episode and a half. Let me try and find it on here again. Oh, it's right here at the top. Okay, so the Shakespeare Code, I'm going to be putting as, again, it was a good episode. I love the Carinates. I love the Tudor period anyway. It was my favourite part of history. So seeing, you know, William Shakespeare show up and Queen Elizabeth at the end, that was kind of like, that was an interesting part of the 10th Doctor's era that wasn't explained up until the 50th anniversary episode, Dead the Doctor, that was kind of interesting. There's a plot thread that weren't expanded upon until that time. So 2007 all the way to 2013, we never saw what he did to Queen Elizabeth until then I thought was pretty cool. But yeah, really good. And yeah, the ambience was pretty cool. But the Carrionites were very interesting villains. I love the whole play on words that they didn't rely on science, they relied on English. That was their atom structure, really. And I thought that was a nice twist on magic as well. Alright, so now we have Gridlock, which I'll put it as okay. It was a good episode. The whole thing with the New Earth trilogy I didn't really enjoy. The only one I kind of enjoyed was The End of the World, but New Earth was it was lacking. Well, not New Earth, sorry, Gridlock. It was just, I just really didn't enjoy the whole the closed sets and stuff because of the vehicles and stuff. It was just, it was a very tight episode. I don't know how else to describe it. Not a lot really stuck out for me. Like, I did enjoy the ending where the Doctor discussed about Gallifrey and the Time Wars and Martha. I like that whole thing at the beginning where Martha got jealous over the Doctor taking her to places where Rose used to be taken to, and the Doctor being completely oblivious to that. And it does kind of set the tone for their relationship throughout the rest of the series. But apart from that, Gridlock didn't really do a lot for me, and the Face of Bow, again, wasn't really used a lot in this episode. And I'm going to be honest, the Face of Bow is a character that I didn't really enjoy a lot, if I'm being completely honest. And I think that's a bit controversial to say, but yeah, didn't really enjoy this episode too much. But now we move on to Daleks in Manhattan, and while we still have a lot of episodes to go, oh my god, don't know why I decided to stream this now. Oh, we're nearly an hour in as well. Oh wow, okay, all right, so let's have a look. So we got Daleks in Manhattan. Where was that? Let me have a look. Oh, it's okay, it's here. I'm going to put that as an amazing episode. Not fully God tier, but it's, again, people did say that they thought it was underrated, and yes, it was. Andrew Garfield as well was in here. Just gotta say, I love Andrew Garfield, so the fact that he was in this episode before me in Spider-Man was awesome. But yeah, the whole theme of the Daleks trying to grasp onto survival, they're trying to survive, and the fact that they're willing to become half human is very strange, but an interesting concept. It goes against what the Daleks stand for, but the Cult of Skaro are desperate to survive. Oh, it was the first episode you ever watched? Yeah, it counts. The first one you ever watched. Wow. That's a really good episode to start on. It really is. But yeah, I just loved how this episode kind of had, unique themes that people don't really seem to look back on too fondly of when looking back on this episode. But the whole hybrid stuff I really enjoyed, and the Daleks hybrid was really cool. And I guess, that leads me on to Evolution of the Daleks. That should be here somewhere. Somewhere. There you go. It's here. Yeah, I'm going to put that in the same category because, they're both really good episodes. And whilst, you don't need a big Dalek invasion story to have a good Dalek story, you can do a lot of different things. Kind of explore the existence of the Daleks, that I think is really cool, and get to learn more about the Dalek Code, really, and how Daleks will betray Daleks. And that's what I think this two-parter does really well. Again, another two-parter that flows consistently. It does seem to be a common theme in the Russell T Davies era. Yeah, the first episode I watched was Rose, and I do actually remember watching that quite well. Alright, let's have a look at the next one, that is the Lazarus Experiment, which is somewhere here. somewhere. Ah, gotcha. That was a good episode. Again, not perfect, but I did like the character of Professor Lazarus. I love the whole, concept of that machine, and the Doctor as well weighing in on immortality. That something else does happen regarding that in Series 3, obviously, as you know. But yeah, it works really well. And yeah, this is another underrated gem. I do feel like Series 3 has a lot of them in there, and I do really enjoy it. And obviously it does set up another part of the Series 3 story arc with Harold Saxon and the technology that, again, people don't seem to look back on, but the Lazarus Experiment deserves more credit and should be remembered for more than the bad CGI that, yeah, I do admit is really bad, but still. Alright. Let's have a look at the next episode. Is 42. Now, I know people will probably say, oh, you're being harsh for this episode, but I didn't enjoy it. I really didn't enjoy it. I mean, one moment I loved is when the Doctor is possessed by the sun, but apart from that, the whole concept of the sun being alive and possessing people out of anger, and yeah, it did a lot within the 45-minute runtime that I just felt like didn't fulfill me, and I ended up walking away from this episode just feeling like, ugh, what is the point? I just felt groggy. I just didn't enjoy it. Didn't enjoy it. And I know it's a Chris Chimmel episode as well, that I guess just kind of set the tone for where this is going to go. I'm joking, by the way. I do enjoy a fair bit of Chimmel's episodes. A fair bit being nice, but I still enjoy it. Still enjoy it. Like most. No, not most, but I'm digging myself a hole now, but you can tell I'm a bit bunged up as well. Thankfully it's just a cold, but yeah. Very unfortunate timing. Very unfortunate timing. Alright, so where are we at now in terms of Series 3? Human Nature. Oh, I'm going to put that as a good one. That was a good. Yeah, pretty good. Yeah, it was a really good one. I like the whole human Doctor thing and Martha trying to save the Doctor, but the Doctor not appreciating her again, but this time he has an excuse. That's kind of another look at their friendship, I guess, or their dynamic. Is that the Doctor doesn't realise how important Martha is and ends up falling in love with someone. And that breaks Martha's heart. And then we get, obviously, the follow-up that is... I've just seen it on here as well. The Family of Blood. Yeah. I'm going to put that one as God tier. Because, yeah, it follows up really well. It really does. And you get to see the Doctor kind of do a very good twist in terms of that. Yeah, the only reason why he became human wasn't to hide, but it was to give the family a second chance, and the family blew it, so they all got imprisoned. It was a very dark moment as well, and it does show as well that the Doctor doesn't want romance, because he shows, well, he doesn't show, sorry, he tells was the woman, is the name's Jean, is it? Yeah, the nurse woman. She obviously loves John Smith, but she doesn't love the Doctor. That is very unfortunate. But yeah, they are both really good episodes. Both very good. Yeah. Don't let me get tired now. I haven't even done the Russell T Davies era yet, and there's still a lot of episodes to go. Oh my god, this is going to take forever. Oh well, I'm enjoying it. I am enjoying it. But yeah, we're like an hour in. Alright. So, Blink. You know where I'm going to be putting Blink. Unwatchable. Nah, I'm joking. Alright. God tier. Obviously, a really good horror episode. It was a good mystery. The Weeping Angels were used really well. Some would argue that it was probably one of their only good episodes, but I'm a little bit lenient on that. I love the Weeping Angels in this episode. It does remind me of the film Alien, where they are weak in lesser numbers, or seem weak in lesser numbers, but they are the strongest in terms of their abilities and the whole, I guess, claustrophobia as well, being in that house and not being able to escape whilst being hunted by aliens that you can, or monsters, sorry, that you can look at, but as soon as you turn away, that's it. It's game over. It's game over. Peter Griffin and Doctor Who. Yeah, that would be interesting. That would be interesting. All right, Utopia. Utopia. Where are you at? Utopia. That's here. Bad. No, I'm joking. I guess it'll be okay. Utopia. Yeah, brought back Captain Jack. The scene with the Doctor and Jack discussing about immortality was cool. Some references to Torchwood were again really awesome. And the whole beginning of that episode with Captain Jack run towards the TARDIS, I loved that scene, and him leaping onto the TARDIS was awesome, and the whole bit in flight as well was pretty cool. But yeah, apart from that though, it didn't really do a lot apart from obviously set up the Master's return. The Master returned at the end of the episode. That I thought was pretty cool. I did enjoy that. But apart from that, didn't really do a lot. Alright, so the sound of drums is somewhere here as well. I've seen it somewhere. It's there. 9,000. Where'd I put that episode now? I've kind of lost. Oh no, where did I put it? Oh, it's there. Right, sound of drums. Yeah, I think they were, yeah. I do remember reading that. I'm going to put that one as... It was good. It was good. Nice political Doctor Who episode again. Yeah, true. Utopia was a first introduction to the Master for a lot of us, yeah. I can't complain with that either. But apart from that, though, the episode didn't really do a lot for me in terms of, like, the other stuff with the future kind. But yeah, apart from that though. Alright, so yeah, the sound of the drums, a good political Doctor episode. The Master as Prime Minister. Still better than the one we've got now, UK peeps. But nah, still, jokes aside, it was again a really cool episode that explored the dynamic between the Doctor and the Master. I remember being younger and a lot of people thought they were going to be brothers. That didn't turn out to be true, obviously, but still, yeah, it was a very good episode, and obviously seeing Martha's family under threat as well was very hard to watch, and still is, to be fair. And yeah, Harold Saxon, how he just kind of took over. Yeah, he kind of just took over everything, and the Toglophane are very interesting. That kind of leads me on to the last of the Time Lords, is somewhere here. Yeah, it's here. Yeah, the Future Kind were, yeah, I think they were just there as a distraction, I think, if I'm being completely honest. From the big reveal that would happen later on in the story. The Last of the Time Lords, I'm going to put it as great. A bit higher than the Sound of the Drums, because I love the focus on Martha. Yeah, Martha is one of my favourite Doctor Who companions, and I wish we had more time with her. And yeah, the Toglophane were pretty cool. I wouldn't say that they're the best villain, but very interesting. And I love the whole concept of, yeah, the Doctor thought he saved them, and they got cannibalised by the Master to become the Toglophane. That was a big twist, and Utopia actually never existed. But yeah, as a trilogy, it worked pretty well, though. I love how in Sound of the Drums, Last of the Time Lords, everyone forgets that year, so that could have totally happened IRL and we wouldn't know. That would have been interesting if it did. That would have been very interesting. Donna Noble is amazing, yes, I agree. Alright, so Voyage of the Damned. Let's have a look. Where are you at? Kylie Minogue. Astra didn't do a lot for me in this episode. I'm going to say that. I'm going to put it as good. Because I still enjoyed the whole Titanic as a spaceship thing, and that, yeah, the people on board seem to think that it's named after a famous vessel. That yes, it is, But what's it famous for? Sinking. And they don't think that. And what nearly happens to the spaceship is that, yeah, it ends up nearly sinking into the planet and blowing up. Well, crashing into the planet. But I was trying to play it off in a cool way, but it didn't work. But yeah, again, a really good Christmas special. But yeah, the thing with the hosts, it was a bit weird coming off watching Blink and then watching this episode. It was like, okay, these like based off the Weeping Angels. It's a bit of a strange one. Do you believe Ace will return? I hope so. I would love to see Ace return. I love Sophie Aldred, and Ace is so underrated as well. I love Ace. Oh, I love it to pieces. Oh yeah, the married couple. I forgot about them. Oh my god. Heartbreaking indeed. And Banner Kaka... Oh, I can't even say his name. Banner Kakalata as well. The little red cyborg. Yeah, I loved him as well. So many heartbreaking deaths in that episode. And it's a Christmas episode as well. Nothing says Christmas like loads of character deaths. It's basically EastEnders, let's be honest. Turn Left is my favourite episode. Yes, they should do a what if in a similar vein to that. That would be pretty cool, like Marvel done. Alright, so Banner Kakfa. Yeah, I'm not even going to attempt it. Maybe later. Alright, so Partners in Crime. Where are we at? That should be here somewhere. Thoughts on Jodie and Yaz? I all love cutting the vegetables, not too loud. Thoughts on Jodie and Yaz? I mean, it's about time that they finally did it. They've been hinting at it for a long time. I'm glad they've actually stuck to something. But I do think it's too little too late. We've got 2 episodes, and the last one's a regeneration episode, and Chimble's leaving, and we know all of the cast are leaving. So, I don't know. I just feel like it's going to end in heartbreak. So, I'm trying not to, think about it too much, but yeah, it definitely is going to end in heartbreak. Alright, Partners in Crime. I love this episode. Oh my god. Okay, tell you what, I'll have one more to try and say. Banner Kafalata. There you go, I said it. Banner Kafalata. Whoa. Check me out. Let's go. Yeah, Yaz is so gonna die. I hope they don't kill Dan though. Dan is just an angel. If Turn Left doesn't get in God tier. You just have to see. Alright, Partners in Crime though was a good episode. I loved it 100%. I love the fact that the Doctor and Donna, were in the same place for a lot of the episode, but they didn't know each other were there. I thought that was pretty cool, and it does kind of sum up their friendship in a nutshell, really. And the whole goofiness of this episode, the adipose as well, they're not really threatening by any means, but it's a cool concept, these dieting pills, you never know, you could have some little gooey alien pop out of you that would be a bit weird to think about, but still, it could happen. But yeah, and also the cliffhanger with Rose. Oh, I remember literally screaming when I was a kid and seeing seeing Rose. I was like, wow, because I already knew she was coming back, but I didn't expect her to appear until the finale, and I was like, wow. I feel personally attacked that Utopia is not in God tier. I'm sorry, I don't like Utopia that much. Sorry. Alright, Fires of Pompeii, straight up, absolute banger, God tier. My favourite Spider-Man is Tobey. I love Tobey Maguire. I love all of them really, but Tobey, my childhood, straight up. Alright, so let's have a look. Yeah, Fires of Pompeii. Oh, such a good episode. I mean, a lot of the scenes now I look back and think it's the 12th Doctor trolling the 10th Doctor, but yeah, I liked Peter Capaldi as Lucius. and the whole Pompeii setting as well. The fact that it was Volcano Day, and obviously that's where the word volcano came from. And these soothsayers, that can see the future, didn't see this volcano happen. I thought, okay, something is wrong here. But the fact that Doctor and Donna caused Mount Venus to erupt was crazy. And it did kind of harken back to the Time Wall, the Doctor having to make that important decision to, stop an alien invasion by sacrificing at least 1,000 people, I guess, living in Pompeii. But he did save a family, so well done. You're doing it, mate. My favourite 13th Doctor episode. Ooh. I would probably say Revolution of the Daleks. Monarch, yes. Idiot's Lantern. Yeah, I didn't enjoy that. I'm sorry. Yeah. Oh yes, Karen Gillan. Yes, you are very right. Yes, Karen Gillan was first in this episode, and wow, that's crazy. Doctor Who and reusing actors. Wow. Wow. Okay, where are we at now? Where are we at? Oh yeah, Planet of the Ood. I'm so bad at trying to look for these because they're not in chronological order. Planet of the Ood. Okay, there you go. Got you right at the top. This can't be. Oh no, I'm so sorry. Planet of the Ood though. God tier. Need I say no more? Planet of the Ood. Again, I love the Ood. I love this episode. I just love it all. It's just perfect. I can't even stress it. Planet of the Ood was just I even wrote an essay on it last year for my uni coursework, and I was just like, it was so easy to say God tier episode, but no, I enjoyed the themes of the episode, and yeah, that ending scene with Mr. Harpen getting turned into an Ood, it's so creepy, but I love it nonetheless. I think it's really cool, and such a good scene, even though he's literally spitting out raw meat. I know it's CGI, but it does look like raw meat. I feel personally attacked due to the God tier of Planet of the Ood. Oh, I really enjoyed it. Personally. Hello, welcome to the stream. Yeah, Catherine Tate, I know. Her acting in this episode was God tier as well. Yeah, I just really enjoyed Planet of the Ood. Alright, Sontaran Stratagem was great. I enjoyed it. I like the whole, cars are bad, with the CO2 and that. That is true. Everything's bad for the atmosphere, but the fact the Sontarans were using them for, getting a breeding planet ready was a nice twist. And again, that goes true for... Nah, it's alright. It's all good. Right. Yeah, I need to find... Poison Sky. Yeah, it follows through really well. Pretty much consistently. That, I wish we got to see more of the Sontarans fighting that we didn't see until Doctor Who Flux. That was a long time after, and obviously last year, but it was still cool to see, the Sontarans back, and also Martha. Yes, I love Martha. I've got to say, I love Martha. The fact that she was back. Unfortunately, I wish we saw more of Martha herself instead of a clone, but it was still good to see Martha back. I absolutely love Freema, so yeah. And obviously the whole dynamic between her, the Doctor, and Donna was really cool. Sontaran Stratagem is what Orphan 5 tried to be. Yes. And I feel like Orphan 55 just didn't even try at all. I'm going to say that. I just felt so disappointed at that one. What are my thoughts on David Tennant returning? Well, I mean, it's a rumour, but I'm down for it. I do feel like the show does need to move forward, but to be honest, a 14th Doctor debuting in the 60th anniversary does not seem like a good idea to me. Like, I'm going to say that. Like, it just doesn't seem a good idea to me, because people, have their expectations for, an anniversary year. You're going to have old cast returning. So I think, having a multi-Doctor story, or having an older Doctor lead the special, and then having like a time jump to the first episode of Series 14, where, like Christopher Eccleston, we don't see his first moments. I think that would be pretty cool to do again. And there are rumours as well that Jodie Whittaker doesn't even have a proper regeneration, that I'm interested to see how they'll pull that off. Yeah, I feel like Ed Hine was like in a completely different zone when he was writing Orphan 55, if I'm being honest. I did enjoy It Takes You Away, though. I mean, I do kind of agree with you with not having Tennant as 14th. Unless it was like for maybe the Valiard or something. Maybe have the Valiard lead a few episodes. But I feel like it is more likely that the 10th Doctor will end up leading this anniversary year. I do think that's quite likely. Pretty much. Alright, so the Doctor's daughter, that is also the Doctor's wife. Confusing you right there, but I'm sure you all know about Georgia Tennant. Alright, so where is that actually? I need to have a look on this list. Right. I feel like it's probably staring me right in the face. The Doctor's daughter, where are you? There you go, I see you. Right, okay. It was good. I admit, controversially, I'm not too much of a fan of Jenny. I mean, I like the character, not desperate for her to return, and she didn't really do a lot for me, personally, as a fan watching this. But still, interested nonetheless. LeBron James is my top pick as the 14th Doctor. Yeah, same. Especially after watching Space Jam. Yeah. Apart from that, though, a lot of this episode is forgettable, but I did get a bit emotional when that half sunk into the poison, the swamp outside. Martha crying. It's annoying when I notice the episode before you. Lol. Yeah, honestly, I'm so bad at picking things out of the crowd. It's no secret that I'm a Moffat diehard. Everyone knows my love for the Smith era, but I couldn't be happier that RTD is. Yeah, Russell D Davies coming back. I'm very excited for. Chibnall, I wouldn't say is god awful, but I've tried to get into his era, and I have to a certain extent, but it does have a lot of flaws. I'm gonna say that it is the victim of inconsistent writing, and I do hope that we get an episode where Jodie is written by Russell T Davies, whether that's for the 60th or like a mini-sode or a full episode. Like, you never know, but I would hope that happens at some point. Jenny's Big Finish. I haven't heard a lot of good things about that. I hope Sacha Dhawan stays as the Master. I really love him in the role. I think he's a fantastic actor anyway. So, yeah, I do hope we get to see more of him. Yeah, I hope Moffat writes some episodes as well. I think that would be pretty cool. Right. Now it's the Unicorn and the Wasp. Yes, I've seen it. Okay, cool. Right. It was a good one. I like the whole murder mystery thing. And Agatha Christie being involved. It's such like a cliche episode, but I love it. And the whole format of, the whole narrative format of like the whole detective mystery thing works really well, and the Doctor and Donna trying to lead this investigation of the murder while also trying to find out why Agatha Christie loses her memory is kind of interesting, and it is a very like comedic episode as well. Whilst it's also trying to be a little bit serious, it is kind of like a parody of detective mystery murders. Yeah, I think that works really well. All right, Silence in the Library is the next one. So, you best know where I'm putting that, and I see it. Awful. Nah, I'm joking. I'm just gonna move up. Right, yeah, God Tier. Really good horror episode. I love the Vashon and Rada, and same with the Forest of the Dead that I did just see. Where are you at? Forest of the Dead, where are you? Where are you, man? I literally just saw you, and then I lost you. Wow, that just got deep. That's there. Okay, there we go. Okay. I feel like Moffat understands the Doctor better in certain aspects. Oh, okay, judging me on my Series 5 rankings. Well, that's a good job. I like a lot of Series 5. Yes. But yeah, Silence of the Library and The Forest of the Dead, another perfect two-parter. Holds up really well. The Vashon and Rada are horrifying. River Song's debut episode as well. I remember not liking River Song in this episode when I was younger. But in terms of retrospect, I love her now. I really do. And I do hope that... well, I don't hope that she returns, because I think that's it for her character now. She got a send-off and that's done. But I do hope that, Moffat, if he does return to the show to write for this new Russell T Davies era, that he can do something similar with the timey-wimey stuff. I do feel like that's where he excels. Now we move on to Turn Left. Oh boy. Blink is your worst episode ever. I mean, fair enough if you didn't enjoy it, but I personally love it. Alright, Turn Left. God tier. Hang on. Oh, wait, no. Hang on. I put them in the wrong... Okay, right. They were meant to be God tier. Yeah, I know. I just realised. They were all meant to be God tier. I'm sorry. Oh, man. Oh, no. But yeah, okay, they're all God tier. And Turn Left, obviously, because it is like a what-if episode. I love episodes that re-explore... older episodes, but in like an alternative fashion. That's why I love Marvel's What If. I think that's kind of why I enjoy that, because it's kind of taking older narratives but spinning them in a new alternative light, which is really, really cool. Okay, so now we move on to the Stolen Earth and Journey's End. This is where one of the things that I don't really... Yeah, okay, because, like, the episodes to me weren't on point. Yeah, they weren't really on point. Yeah, Doctor Light episodes do have the tendency to be amazing. Yeah, I do agree with you. Okay, right. Stolen Earth. Oh, wait. I just realised I forgot Midnight. How did I forget Midnight? Oh, yo. Let me just rectify this quickly. Midnight is also top tier. Forgive me. Oh, I'm slipping up. How long have I been streaming for? 1 minute and 25. Yeah. And I've already slipped up already. Oh, wow. Still, okay. Yeah, Midnight, such a, like, claustrophobic episode. No matter how many times I watch it, it always has me on the edge of my seat. And I always want to know who is the beast outside, the monster outside. We never get to see it, and that's what makes this episode work so well. Alright. Stolen Earth. Where are you at? Alright. I did just see you. I just saw you. Yes, I did. There you go. Right. Okay, put you at the top. And then Stolen Earth. God tier. I loved it. It was the Avengers Infinity War / Endgame of Doctor Who. Russell T Davies did it before. There we go. Argument settled. But nah, seriously, it was really good. It was kind of nice to see different parts of the Whoniverse clash together. It was really cool. And the Daleks just turning up and being like, yay, we're here. And Davros coming back was good. Merlin. I never finished it. I remember watching it when I was younger, but I never really finished it. There's a confession to make. Had to go back. Oh, welcome back. Yes, you are back for the big parts of this stream now. Okay, so, yeah, Russell T Davies brings to the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Yeah, so I probably won't end up doing a Merlin rating series. Right, okay, so here we go. Right, Journey's End. Right. Oh, this is going to annoy a few people. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Merlin's fantastic. I will possibly watch it at some point. Possibly. I remember watching a few episodes. Right, okay. I'm going to put it as... It was great. One thing that annoys me is how easily the Dalek invasion force was, destroyed. Like, flicking switches really annoyed me, and yeah, that's something I just didn't really enjoy, if I'm being completely honest. It was a bit of a takeaway from the episode in a big way, because I'm more of a fan when we get satisfying conclusions to episode problems. The antagonists, they're not suddenly taken away. They're not defeated by a flick of a switch, but that's what happens. The Daleks spin around, and I guess that's kind of where I stopped finding the Daleks menacing as well. But yeah, Journey's End was better than Stolen Earth. I mean, fair enough. Like, if you do enjoy that more, then hats off to you. Chance to watch Merlin. Maybe. Alright, so now we move on to the next Doctor. Forgot to ask, by the way, are you going to Wales Comic Con in April? Yeah, I am, yeah. Actually, Wales Comic Con in April. I think I am. I think so. I think I am. Like, I've booked so many things for this year because things are open. But yeah, I believe I am. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I don't know why that took me so long to ask, but yeah, I am. I'm looking forward to it. I'm meeting Tennant again, so yeah. Whoop whoop. Right, okay, yeah, the next Doctor. I don't know why I didn't grab that while I was down there. Right, the next Doctor. Is there. Alright, so the next Doctor was good. It was good. I've got to say that yeah, it was a really good episode. It was a nice little follow-up, I guess, from the heartbreak from Journey's End. The Cybermen, I know it was meant to be a Cyberman-centric episode, but it felt like they didn't really do a lot. I wish they were able to do more of the Cybermen. Again, I feel like the Cybermen have been heavily underused in New Who, if I'm being completely honest. I think that's one of the things that I kind of hate about all eras. That Cybermen have kind of been really inconsistently used. But I did like David Morrissey as the Doctor, and I thought he was going to be the actual next Doctor, and I wished that for a long time, and I still do. I hope that we get an incarnation of the Doctor played by David Morrissey. I loved him in The Walking Dead as well. Such a fantastic actor. Alright, yeah, I met Matt and David in 2019. It was a really good time. I also met Arthur Darvill as well, and Alex Kingston. Amazing people. Amazing people. I don't know if I'll do Merlin, if I'm being completely honest. Maybe in the future, maybe. Okay, let's have a look. Where are we on to now? Alright. Let's have a look. Planet of the Dead. Planet of the Dead. Alright, so. This one, I didn't really enjoy it. I'm going to be completely honest. I've only rewatched it like a handful of times. But, yeah, it was interesting to have like a one-off companion that committed a few crimes. You know, we didn't have like the whole goody two-shoes companion. But the whole episode was just a bit of a... Yeah. I don't even really know how to describe it. I just didn't enjoy it, if I'm being honest. I don't really feel satisfied after watching it. That's the best way to describe it without, you know, writing a deep analysis. I just didn't enjoy it. There you go. So yeah. Now we move on to the Waters of Mars. And come on, you know where I'm putting this. I love this. I love this episode. 100%. I'm putting it here. God tier. I love it. I love it. I love it indeed. Such a really good episode. I'm just gotta quickly sort this. Yeah, and like the whole horror aspects as well, and actually being afraid of water. That's just a crazy thing, but it works. It works. And it is such a god tier horror episode as well. And the fact that the Doctor tries to get cheeky and, you know, change a fixed point in time, and it doesn't work. And I like the dark ending that Adelaide fixes time by kind of sacrificing her, well, taking away from her grand sacrifice and, you know, just committing suicide. That was like, you know, it changed history slightly, but it still put history on the, you know, on the right path. That was a really deep thing to think about. Alright, so the Sarah Jane ratings list. I will probably do one. I might stream it actually this weekend. So you might get a notification when that goes live. So yeah, that is a good idea though. And I might do one for Torchwood as well. And Class as well. Okay, so let's have a look at... we're heading towards the end of the Russell T Davies era now. Let's have a look at The End of Time, Part 1. Alright, so... Oh, they've categorised it as a Christmas episode. Yeah, well, I mean, it is. But, yeah. I kind of understand how the episode rankings are paired now, down there. So, I thought it was good. It's set up... Well, it was mainly like a set-up episode for, you know, the Master becoming everyone on Earth. The Time Lord's coming back, the Doctor dying, Wilf trying to track down the Doctor. It was mainly a setup episode, and obviously the Master coming back. And it was literally just setup after setup after setup. But it was still enjoyable, and I still like watching it. I still, though, the Master being all Skeletor was really strange and a bit weird. I like seeing the Master as more of a traditional villain, in, you know, like a bit more calculated, a bit more menacing, not like batshit crazy. You know, it was still an interesting twist. It was a bit of a change from the Crispy Master from the classic series. But yeah, I also love the green cactus alien as well, the Vinvoci, as they're called. But yeah, I did really enjoy that, but it was mainly a setup episode. But the End of Time Part 2. Okay, this is where things get interesting. The End of Time Part 2 was... It was amazing. It was amazing. You know, it was the grand finale of the Russell T Davies era. It was his final love letter to not just his era, Doctor Who, but Doctor Who as a whole. You know, David Tennant bid farewell to the role. You know, the Master brought the Time Lords back. The Time Lords disappeared again. And yeah, that was that really. And the big farewell tour was really good. And, you know, seeing so many familiar faces from this era show up was awesome. I loved it. I bloody loved it. So, yeah. And the whole regeneration was just crazy. Yeah, we still don't know who the woman that Wilf was talking to. But I think it's been left open-ended just because I guess it's easier that way without, you know, giving descriptions. But it was originally intended to be the Doctor's mother that would be cool in the End of Time too. Yeah, that's how I've categorised it. Alright, so the 11th hour. Okay, the 11th hour is our next one. Oh boy, where am I going to put this one, I wonder? It's not at the top, actually. Yeah, okay, never mind. I actually thought I knew how these episodes were laid out, and nope, they're not laid out as I thought they were. Okay, so the 11th hour for me is God tier. You will see my love for Series 5 start cropping up now. So yeah, the 11th hour for me was a really solid introduction episode. It's probably one of the... Yeah, it's the only one I'll put here, isn't it? The only good introduction episode for Doctor I'll put as God tier. Yeah, I know. Wow. Yeah, the reason why I've done this is because the 11th Doctor in this episode, whilst yes, it, again, like I said before, I don't really like it when the Doctor is basically high on regeneration energy, but the 11th Doctor is basically like that all the time. So to see Matt do a really good performance, especially with the younger Amy Pond as well, was really good. And for me, especially at the time, I was worried about the show at the time, because David Tennant he wasn't the first Doctor I'd seen regenerate, but he was the first Doctor I got attached to. He was, and still is, my favourite Doctor. But Matt showed in this episode that he was more than capable to carry the torch. And he had some huge shoes to fill. And he did it. And he did it. And he aced it. He aced it. But now we move on to the Beast Below. A lot of people don't seem to like that. But you know what? Top tier. I loved the actual, like, political stuff about this episode. Well, it was basically, again, it was kind of like was it like a metaphor of the Time War? I really enjoyed it. And yeah, it was just kind of like nice to see UK, England, should I say, in space. I thought that was a pretty cool, like, sci-fi thing. I did laugh as well when it was referenced to Scotland got their independence. I thought that was like a nice little joke there. And yeah, it was just kind of weird but nice to see that the humans were in space and things hadn't changed a lot. It wasn't like it was deeply sci-fi. It was just the fact that they had taken what was on Earth at the time and just put it on a star whale. And yeah, the Smilers were creepy. They were creepy. Creepy. But we now move on to Rictory of the Daleks. So, this is where things are going to get interesting, eh? Oh boy, Victory of the Daleks. So, oh boy, people are going to love this, where I'm going to put this. I'm actually going to put it, you ready? Amazing. seeing the Daleks. Scotland shouldn't have had its own ship. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it shouldn't have done, or at least we should have seen what the Scottish ship was. But yeah, and to be honest, I was kind of curious, like, what would happen with, like, like Ireland and stuff. Very interesting to see what would happen. Like, I'd imagine, especially with the reason why they got on the ships because of the solar flares, being a huge threat to the human race, like an extinction level event. Would they have had time to just be like, okay, we'll take this ship, you take that ship, etc. It's a bit of a weird one, but okay. Victory of the Daleks was an amazing episode. A lot of people don't seem to like it, but I do. I love the setting. I love my historical episodes, but the Paradigm Daleks for me were on point. On point. I love my Paradigm Daleks, my Teletubby Daleks, my Power Ranger Daleks. I love them, and I wish we got more of them. I love those beautiful boys. They are just amazing, and I wish we saw more of them. But after this story, they kind of got relegated. Like Asylum with the Daleks, we saw them for a bit, and we never saw them again, which was a huge disappointment. But yeah, I did overall enjoy the episode. The only thing that would stop me from putting it in God tier was the whole turn the lights off. That was a bit of a weird attack method. Like the Daleks, like 3 Daleks could have easily just swarmed Earth's skies and just killed everyone. Daleks don't really give a shit about paradoxes. Sometimes they do. Most of the time, they don't. So, and yeah, A Dark Side of the 11th Doctor was good. Alright, so we now move on to it was I forgot which one came first now. I'm gonna be completely honest. Right. Oh, my back. Yeah, they never used them again because there were fan complaints, and Moffat was like, yeah, he chucked them away, essentially. It was something along the lines of that anyway. There's probably like a deeper meaning. Time of Angels, that's it. Okay. Time of Angels was good. It was pretty great. I enjoyed it. Actually, no. I'm gonna put it as amazing. I enjoyed that. Yeah, thank you for correcting me, everyone. Yeah, I really enjoyed that episode. I especially loved the scene where the angel comes out the monitor and the whole message that once there's something like an image of an angel, it becomes an angel. I loved that. It was a really nice touch, and yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool indeed. But yeah, I really like that. And yeah, it was a nice little touch. But the only thing I didn't like is that the angel was turned into a slasher villain. I always still like the angel touching someone and sending them back in time, not snapping necks. But I did like the whole creepiness of the angel being able to use someone's vocal cords. That was pretty cool. But yeah, still we move. Alright, so now we move on to yeah, I did just say on Flesh and Stone. Where are you, Flesh and Stone? No, probably someone's already seen this and I'm almost staring blankly at it. I'm gonna be completely honest. I literally just did. Will we ever see that home planet? I mean, I hope not, because the thing with the Weeping Angels, they're meant to be very mysterious, and that's what I love about them personally. Where are you, Weeping Angels? Flesh and Stone. I literally saw it on here, and I don't know where it's gone. I'm staring blankly at it. Under the Lake. Ah, got it. Okay. This one was a bit of a downgrade. I didn't really enjoy this one a lot. So is Sarah Jane Adventures ratings on Saturday? I don't know when I'm gonna do it. It might be this weekend. It depends. It depends if I've got free time or not. But we'll see what I do. Next one is the Vampires in Venice. Blimey, my Doctor Who knowledge is a bit rusty these days. Okay, so this one, I'll put it as good. I'll put it as good. I wish it was like a purely vampire episode, but I'll take what we got. It's kind of cool. The overall plot of the episode, though, basically drowning the planet. So, the fish vampire people could, exist. Was weird. And yeah, they weren't exactly memorable villains, but still very good indeed. Alright, so now we move on to Amy's Choice. Amy's Choice. Wow. What an episode. What an episode. If I can actually find it. That is the real question. And I see it. I see it. And you know where that's going? It's going God tier. It's going God tier. 100%. Such a good episode once again. And I liked the whole, confusion of which... Stop talking, brain thinking, hush. Amy's Choice was such a good episode. I like the whole the whole disbelief of which reality is real. I do really like that. And, a lot of fake outs and you're questioning alongside the characters of what's real. And it is kind of like a roller coaster of emotions as well. And yeah, it just works really, really good. Alright, so the Silurian Two-Parter is up next. And I am going to... But are you really going to do it, though? I probably will. I've got other videos planned and stuff. And I don't stream a lot, so... I don't know. Oh! Yes, I remember the quote you're on about now. The Dream Lord was interesting. It is left open, and I think it is actually confirmed that the Dream Lord is at least a dark interpretation of the Doctor. So not the Valiard per se, but it's made up of darker parts of the Doctor's personality. Okay, so now we move on to the Silurian Two-Parter. So it was The Hungry Earth. There you go. I got it. Now, as this is getting shorter, I can actually see things a lot clearly. So I thought it was a really good episode. I like seeing the Silurians. I love the Silurians. I love the whole concept of this two-parter. So I may as well grab the Cold Blood. Yeah. And where's the Valiard? I know it's kind of been retconned now, but the Valiard was essentially kind of like the Crispy Master, but not exactly, because we don't know the true origins of the Valiard yet, but yeah, the Valiard is essentially an actual incarnation. Okay, so there we go. Perfect. I loved the whole, Silurians and humans trying to work out a peace treaty, but it ends up going to shit, to put it nicely. Now, I feel for a lot of the Series 6 ones, I'll probably speed through, because I know time's ticking on and that. But, yeah. I feel I'm just going to speed through some of them. I'll probably focus more on answering chat questions as well. Alright, so... Vincent and the Doctor is the next one. Oh my god, I love that episode. You know exactly where I'm putting that. It's such a good episode. Vincent and the Doctor. Right. Wait, where did that go? I literally just dragged that up and I don't know where it's gone. Oh, it's there. It's there. It's there. All right. Panic over. Oh yeah, Rory also died for the first time. Yeah, that was an emotional one. All right, Vincent the Doctor. Such a beautiful episode, and also like a strong emphasis as well on like mental health. And yeah, I fully applaud the episode for that. Such a strong, beautiful episode, and the ending as well. God tier. I love it. I love it. Lodger is next. And James Corden jokes aside, just thought to mention that the Lodger is hang on, let me just move that. Keeps refreshing. Yeah, I will probably do one at some point, as I said. All right. The Lodger. Okay. I will personally say, and I know people like look back on it because James Corden, but I thought it was an amazing episode, and it was a companion-like one this time round. And I always like it when the Doctor tries to blend in and always fails. And it's always hilarious with Matt Smith. So yeah, I love it. Companion-like stories are pretty cool as well, and yeah, this works in its favour. All right, okay. The Pandorica Opens is the next one. What's the spaceship a TARDIS? I think it's meant to be similar to a TARDIS, I think. Vincent and the Doctor was an all-time favourite, and it makes me cry. Yes. Yeah, it is such a strong emotional episode. I do agree with you. Why am I trying to look for this? The Pandorica... Okay, I've got it. Okay, the Pandorica Opens. I am going to put you on a pedestal. I'm going to put you... You were great. You were great. You know, a good setup episode. It was really cool to see a lot of monsters in one scene. River's back as well. Rory's back. Oh, you know what? I actually really like this episode because of the nesting consciousness. I love the Autons, and I'd love to see them come back at some point. Like, if Russell T Davies wants to bring them back for the first episode of his new era, please do it. Please. And then we have the Big Bang that is here. I'm going to put that in the same... No, actually, no. I'm going to put it in the Amazing. I did really enjoy it. And it showed how much of an impact the Doctor has had on Amy's life, and the wedding as well was, you know, a very cute scene. So, yeah. Really good, really good. Really good. Okay. Alright, so now we move on to the next Christmas special that is... Oh, I forgot the title. I don't watch it much. Oh yeah, A Christmas Carol. There you go. Nice and easy. I really enjoyed this one as well. I thought it was really amazing. Catherine Jenkins as well in this episode was a nice surprise at the time. And yeah, I love A Christmas Carol anyway, so seeing a different interpretation of it, I'm always down for that. Of course. Of course. So now we move on to Series 6. I'm going to speed through a lot of these because time's ticking on as well. So I'll also prioritise chat messages and stuff. Let's just try and get through this a little bit quicker. So, here we go. The Impossible Astronaut. Let's have a look for you. There we go. Alright, The Impossible Astronaut. It was a good starter. You know, I love the silence, etc. Be cool if they could do some missing episodes of the classic series for Series 14. Yes! I would love that. Tell you what though, it would be cool if they could like do like a complete like reconstruction sort of thing where they have like, say for the first Doctor stories, have David Bradley and, you know, some of the cast from an Adventure Space and Time docudrama appear. I think that would be pretty cool. What's next? What's next? Oh boy. I feel like Day of the Moon, that's what it's called. Oh, I'm so awful. Alright, Day of the Moon was pretty much the same. Oh. Alright, so alright, so let's okay. Right, so hopefully my mouse is not glitching now. Alright. Let's continue moving with this. Let's have a look at the next one. So I'm just going to do Series 6 episodes because I can't remember the layout of them. So Curse of the Black Spot I think was the next one. I didn't really enjoy that one. I'm gonna put it as okay. I didn't really enjoy it though personally. I'm just gonna say that. I'll just say that. Okay, and then we have The Girl Who Waited. Was that the next one? I think it. Wait, hang on. Okay, let me just cycle through down here and then put like Series 6 episodes next. So Rebel Flesh was a good episode. Very good. And then the second part was alright. I literally just seen it as well. Amy Pond was a bit of a mixed bag for me. I mainly enjoyed her, but certain aspects of her character I found a bit annoying. Especially like Series 5 mainly. Like her trying to like come onto the Doctor really heavily was a bit weird for me personally. But for the rest of the time she was on there, I loved Amy Pond. So yeah, they're both equal. There's also that other one as well. What was that other Series 6 episode? Oh, The Doctor's Wife. I missed that. That was an amazing episode. I love that. Really love that one. Where's Hyde? No, not Hyde. It's that one with the dolls. Is that on here somewhere? That's got to be on here somewhere. Somewhere. Come on, where are you at? What was that after? I generally don't know. Alright, so tell you what, we'll just do A Good Man Goes to War. That was a great episode. I didn't really like the whole reveal of River being Amy and Rory's daughter, personally. But, yeah. I thought it was a pretty good episode. And again, it was like kind of like one of those ensemble episodes that were pretty cool. Now, Let's Kill Hitler is somewhere on here as well. Yeah, like Series 6, like overall, I didn't really enjoy. Same with Series 7, if I'm being honest. There were two seasons that didn't really fit with me. But Series 6 overall was a bit meh. I did literally just see it on here. I'm so bad at looking for stuff. It's okay. Let's Kill Hitler. We got you. I thought it was terrible. Yeah. The Passenger Gang were really cool, really cool. The Girl Who Waited was a good episode. I'll put it on great. It was decent. Night Terrors, that's it. Night Terrors was a really good episode. I'll say that. I'll put it in amazing. Very good. The God Complex was okay. It was okay. And now we'll move on to Closing Time. That is somewhere down here as well. Closing Time was not bad. I swear it's not bad. It was good. But, actually no, I changed it. It was okay. I didn't really like Cyberman in the story either, if I'm being honest. And then, The Wedding of River Song. Yeah, the dolls were creepy in that story. Yeah, The Wedding of River Song I didn't like. There you go, that's kind of it now with Series 6. The Doctor, the Widow, and the Wardrobe was okay. It was a bit of a, decent episode. Asylum of the Daleks is here somewhere now. Didn't like the Simon apps. Yeah, me neither. Asylum of the Daleks. Yeah, it was good. It was okay. It was alright. And now we move on to a town called... Oh, wait, no. It's Dinosaurs on a Spaceship was bad. It's bad. Just bad, man. Bad, man. Town Called Mercy was... was okay. Yeah, the Narnia theme in The Doctor, the Widow, and the Wardrobe is pretty cool. Now, what's next? Oh, let me just have a look. Thank you for what? Sorry, I don't realise what you're on about, sorry. Yeah, I already saw the episode in the end, the episode title, but thank you anyway. Do you think that could have been called something? Yeah, I know Dinosaurs on a Spaceship was very like a basic title. Right, okay. And also as well, there's a chat delay, so... Yeah, there's a chat delay. Like, that's why. I didn't see it. Well, I saw it before you typed it. That's all. But thank you anyway. But yeah, I know the episode titles are a bit weird for Series 7. Right. Power of Three is next. And then I'll probably... hang on. Power of Three, I did see that on here somewhere. There you go. That was... I thought it was a good episode. Then Angels Take Manhattan. I'm going to put you up on a pedestal. Really good. And now we're on to that. Yeah. That episode was pretty cool. Right. So next we have what was it? That Christmas special. Yeah, the Snowman one. It was okay. Victorian Clara was really good and probably the best interpretation of Clara. But yeah, the whole episode was kind of forgettable. But I did like the Great Intelligence showing up. That was pretty cool. Okay, now we have the Bells of St. John. It should be somewhere around here. I thought that was terrible. Terrible episode. Terrible indeed. And then we now have... What's the next one? Is it Hyde? I don't really remember, if I'm being honest. They're a bit forgettable when it comes to Series 7. Oh boy. There we are. Journey to the Centre of the TARDIS, though, was something I know for Hyde was okay. Cold War was bad. Didn't really enjoy it. Yeah, I just really didn't enjoy the Bells of St. John, if I'm being completely honest. Just really weren't for me. And I don't know. It just felt like an episode that I, again, just really didn't feel satisfied at after watching it. But yeah, the Wi-Fi idea is cool, but it's just, I don't know. I felt like it could have been utilized in a better way. Okay, so Journey to the TARDIS, I know exactly where I'm putting you. Amazing. Amazing indeed. Nightmare and Crimson Horror was okay. And then we have Nightmare and Silver somewhere along here. Oh, man. It's hurt sitting in this bloody chair. I'll tell you that. Nightmare and Silver was terrible. Didn't really enjoy it. Sorry. I just didn't. And again, that variation of the Cyberman I don't really like either. Name of the Doctor was good. A bit rushed, but good, nonetheless. It should have been a two-parter, personally. Now, Day of the Doctor. Oh, you know exactly where I'm putting... That's the wrong episode. Right, Day of the Doctor. I am going to be putting that... Yeah, we should have seen more of the TARDIS, for sure. And that could have been a two-parter as well. God tier for Day of the Doctor. Now, Time of the Doctor. You know exactly where I'm putting you. You are great. You are great. Not perfect, because there's a lot to wrap up from the Matt Smith era, and it wasn't all done in that episode, at least in a good way. But yeah. Yeah, Nightmare and Silver. Yeah. Yeah. Less said about it, better, I guess. But now we move on to Capaldi. Capaldi. Right. Okay, Deep Breath was good. A bit more of a horror look at the Clockwork droids. But again, I'm not really a fan of his introduction episode, personally. But it was still a good episode, nonetheless. Oh. Now we have Into the Dalek. That I thought was amazing. I thought it was really cool. A really good one. And then Robots of Sherwood is somewhere here. It's somewhere here. Ah, got you. I thought it was okay. Like, I do like Robin Hood. And I felt like for what Doctor Who could have done with Robin Hood, it could have done better. But I guess Mark Gatiss as well He's a bit of like, for me personally, his episodes are a bit of a mixed bag for me anyway, but still, we move. However, Listen was God tier. I loved that. Really good episode. But where was Into the Dalek taking place? Into the Dalek. It was in the far future. I think it was just a generic sci-fi battleground, if I'm being completely honest. Okay, so continue speeding through here. So after that, we got... Was it after Day of the Doctor? Yes, yeah, it was, yeah. The Caretaker was an okay episode. Didn't do a lot for me. Yeah, where are we at now? So, done the Caretaker. Weird one. Kill the Moon is the next one on our list. And, yeah, it was unwatchable. Didn't enjoy it. That's that, yeah. Mummy on the Orient Express is coming up. I love that one, so I'm going to put that as a good one. Then what else do we have? Hang on, how long have I been streaming for? That's a very good question. Yo, over 2 hours. That's crazy. I'll probably, yeah. That's also what I'm trying to rush through because I'm hungry, so probably wrap things up here. I was seriously like, what? Seriously, an egg? Yeah, I know. That was such a rubbish ending. Okay. Where are we at now? It's Flatline, isn't it? Yeah, Flatline's the next one. Terrible. Didn't really enjoy it. Next one. We have Dark Water. That is... I see Death in Heaven. Where's Dark Water? I'm confused. Where is it? Am I being dumb? Possibly. Dark Water was great. Oh, there. And Death in Heaven was... Oh, that's the wrong one. Death in Heaven was... I just grabbed the wrong episode. I just realised that. Death in Heaven was... it was good. Yeah. Right, let's start whizzing through these. So, Last Christmas, I thought was an amazing episode. I really enjoyed it. I love the whole like horror thing. Meshes as well with Christmas is a bit of a unique idea. Magician's Apprentice was on par with this, so let me... which is familiar. Again, amazing. Before the Flood and Under the Lake, not the Wake, were okay. Let's have a look what's next. I just realised as well, I missed Time Heist. But hey, it was bad. I didn't enjoy that. The Girl Who Died and The Woman Who Lived, they were bad episodes as well. I didn't enjoy either of them. Very forgettable. And I forgot the Rings of Ark. You know what? Apart from yeah, apart from that speech, it was an okay episode. I just realised I keep missing episodes off. Bit tired now, boys. Bit tired. But okay, the Zygon invasion, the Zygon inversion. Oh, bless me. Alright. Yeah, I thought they were both amazing episodes. Okay, we're mopping this up now, so let's speed through it, continue going through this. So, I also forgot in the Forest of the Night. Yeah, that was unwatchable. I hated that. Alright, alrighty then. Where else? Where else? Where we at? Oh yeah, Sleep No More. Was actually a really good episode. I'm gonna say that. Oh, it was great. There you go. You're in the great category. Nice, 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 nice. Remember, all Jodie Whittaker episodes go into unwatchable. Not all, but there's some that like really, yeah. I don't know. Right, where we at? Okay, so I've got Face the Raven. That I thought was a good episode. And then we have Heaven Sent. That was God tier. I love that. Love that 100%. Then Hellbent kind of undoes things. See, I love the first part of Hellbent, but no, all. We'll see, we'll see. Hellbent, I'd say, was just terrible. Not unwatchable, but it was terrible. Husbands of River Song was somewhere here. Bingo. That is good. And then, yeah, The Return of Dr. Mysterio was terrible. Actually unwatchable. Didn't really enjoy it. The pilot was... it was great. It was great. Smile. Terrible. I was having an idea for Aliens for Doctor Who, where one day everyone's reflection stops in the last place they were reflected in, and something is coming through from the mirror wall. That would be pretty cool. You know, you should get copyright on that, because that would be an amazing Doctor Who episode. Thin Ice is I'd say it was an okay episode. Knock Knock, terrible. Didn't really enjoy it. Oxygen was bad. Didn't really enjoy that one either. Extremis, terrible. Pyramid of the World, terrible. Literally, the Monk trilogy was terrible. The Light terrible. Copyright me. Yeah. Oh, Eaters of the Light as well. Terrible. Now, The World Enough Time and The Doctor Falls are gonna be mad. Okay, so we are gonna put these up in the great section. But I'm gonna put World Enough. Well, no, I'm gonna put that there. The World Enough Time I'm gonna put in God tier, because I love that episode. Really good. Shame that the Sun had to ruin the Return of the Master. Yep. The Monk trilogy was... yeah. Alright, so, Twice Upon a Time. I was watching some clips from it earlier. It's a lot better than people say it is, if I'm being honest. Alright, so next we have... Jodie's era. Yeah. The excitement on my face. Alright, The Woman Who Fell to Earth was... it was a good episode. I will say that. I did enjoy it. However, the Ghost Monument was was okay. Rosa, I did enjoy. I did enjoy that one indeed. So let me put that in. Where did I just go? I don't even know where I've put it. That's crazy. That's actually crazy. Where the hell is Rosa gone? Where? Love them. Not all of them, I said. Not all of them. Not all of them. Alright, so... I don't know where I put Rose. It was meant to be God tier. It was actually meant to be God tier. I don't know where the thing's glitched and gone to. But that's where it was meant to go. Arachnids in the UK was okay. The Tsundra Conjuring, yeah, that was unwatchable. Demons of the Punjab was good. Kablam was good. Actually, no, to be fair, I thought that was great. Kind of like that one. What else are we on now? The Witchfinders, bad. Didn't enjoy it. It takes you away. Okay, let me just move up a bit so I don't have this glitch. It was amazing. I enjoyed that one. Got the Empress of Mars from Series 10. I just realised that. I'll just put that as bad. I didn't really enjoy that one either. Let's move you up there. Okay, so okay, the Battle of whatever that was, unwatchable. Resolution was good. Okay, yeah, it was all right. Watchable, I guess. What else do we have now? So we have Spyfall Part 1 and Spyfall Part 2. So, Spyfall Part 1 was good. Same was Spyfall Part 2. Orphan 55 was watchable. Nikola Tesla, Night of Terror was okay. Fugitive of Jadoon was... let me just move this up. Was amazing. I love that. Proxus was bad. I didn't enjoy it. Can you hear me? Was also bad. I didn't enjoy it either. The Haunting of Villa Diodati. Let me just put that in God tier because I thought that was amazing. I loved it. Notice how there's no Series 11 in God tier. Ascension of the Cyberman was good. Here we go. The one everyone's been waiting for. The Timeless Children was okay. Okay. Not unwatchable, but it was okay. It was okay. 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 Right. Revolution of the Daleks now is going to be going in the amazing category. I still think that was a good episode. Halloween Apocalypse was also amazing. Same with War of the Sontarans. I'm going to put that. That would be a pretty cool episode, I can't lie. Once Upon a Time was good. Yeah, those are both good ideas. They are both good ideas. Village of the Angels is going to be one now that I'm going to be putting God tier because I love that. And then we have Survivors of the Flux and the Vanquishers. And then Eve of the Daleks is going to be put there. Alright, so there you go. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Boom. That is my tier list now for Doctor Who, modern Doctor Who. So, wow, take a long look at that. It's finally done. Finally done. Wowcher indeed. So, wow. Oh, my back after that. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Wow. Okay, so yeah. That's officially over now. I am definitely gonna wrap up the stream now because my back bloody aches. So yeah, I'll see you all next time. Thank you very much for all the support. If you are new around here, be sure to subscribe for more nerdy content as we are on the road to 10,000 subscribers, which I would love to reach by the end of this year. But thank you very much for all the support, and yeah, I'll see you all next time. And yeah, it would be cool if Russell did bring back the Midnight Monster. I think I feel like that would be cool. And yes, I will be doing the Sarah Jane Adventures as well. And if you want to see Torchwood as well, let me know. I think that would be pretty cool. So, hello, Jess. But yeah, thank you very much for all the support, and yeah, I'll see you all on my next video. It won't be 2 hours long. Bring back the Candyman, unironically. Yes. Bring back those war machines as well. That'd be pretty cool. But yeah, I'm gonna get food now. I need to eat, and that took a lot longer than I expected. Wow. Oh man, I feel like I've actually lost my voice from talking that much for 2 hours. Wow, but yeah, you're welcome, and thank you to everyone that helped with the episode titles and stuff. I, for some reason, Series 6 and Series 7 have been, taken out of my mind in terms of layout. Yeah, my back, I feel like Toby Maguire right now. But yeah, I feel like I might do the Sarah Jane Adventures this weekend, and Torchwood 2, we all want to see it. Yes, Torchwood, I'll probably have to do a rewatch first, but the Sarah Jane Adventures I'll probably do first. And then Class, maybe, if people actually want that one. But we'll see. But yeah, I'll see you all next time. Thank you very much for all the support.